So, hello everyone. We are back with another video, and today's video is not, I might say, the most positive one. There are some hard truths that I want to share in this video, and again, the main theme of the video will be one thing which you are always aware or which you always understand by seeing the videos is that we are going to talk about understanding life, understanding what is happening around us, right? And because you will have this question in your mind, okay? So why does he talk so much about life, right? Why does he talk so much about understanding life, understanding what is happening, yeah, all these things? Why am I talking so much? So there needs to be a very logical reason for someone to accept and to do it, right? If only if someone logically, with his own mind, accepts something, is that is when he is able to put it within him and start doing it, or start understanding it, or start making changes towards that direction. So the logical reason behind um, my videos, and why you should also act upon it, is because the game of life is happening, okay? Only if you understand the game of life, you will be able to play the game of life correctly, right? If you don't understand the game of life, for example, if you're in a forest, right, you need to know what is happening, what is your surrounding, okay? You need to know where is the high ground. You need to know that if you're lost in a forest, you need to climb up to anything which is considerably very tall, and then see where the river is. You need to see where the mountains are, right? You need to go near the river, okay? You need to start traveling towards the river. You need to move in the direction of the river. If even if you're trying to get out of or come out, okay, you cannot go any other way. These are the rules of surviving in a forest. They have not spoken, we are not told about what is the rule of this life, this modern life that we are living. We are living in a modern forest, right? What is the right thing, what is the wrong thing, how to live it, what are we, right? We are not uh, told about this, right? And even though everyone has too much of everything, almost everything, there is still a lot of dissatisfaction, unhappiness, and discomfort, tension, stress. Everything is there. If you compare 100 years from now, you are living at a lifestyle which is 10 times better than the Raja. At one click, you get everything. At one click, you can order anything and get it. Your life is 10 times better than most Maharajas of 100 years back. Yes, almost everyone's lifestyle in general. Yes, there are kings of today, but yes. Now coming back to the point. If you don't play the game of life, the game of life is playing you. If you don't understand the rules of the forest, you are at the mercy of the animals of the forest, or you are at the mercy of the forest for your survival. Similarly, you have to equate these things and try to understand, if you are not playing the game of life, you are someone's pawn. You are someone's pawn. Yes, someone is playing for you. Someone is playing your life. Someone, like, you are their pawn, and someone else is in charge of you. If you are not in charge of yourself, right? And that's why it is important, so that you take back the ownership of your life. A simple example number 2, okay? Like I told you, the first forest example, example number 2. As per Vastu Shastra, the energy of your house depends upon the Vastu of your house. Now you might be thinking, ki, theek hai, okay. How does that matter, this thing? If your house energies are imbalanced, your life is going to be imbalanced. Now most of you think that you are the owner of your own life, right? But do you live in a house which is accurately vastu correct? Do you live in a house which was designed by you? Do you live in a vastu designed home which is as per the energy requirements of you? No. You live in someone else's designed home. You have purchased it. But the home which you live in was designed by someone else. And 99% of the houses in the commercial markets are vastu imperfect or vastu dosh houses, which will definitely cause imbalance in people's life. You think you are playing the game of life, okay, but your house, your vastu was designed by someone else, and that, because of that, your life's direction is going in some other direction. You think you are playing it, you are playing your game of life correctly, but you see how, because you do not understand how the things are set, someone else actually designed when the stress aspect of your life, someone else made a decision, someone else decided this is this is how it is, this is how your house design is going to be, right? And so many other things like that happen, so many other examples are there. Now one more example I want to tell you, okay, one more aspect of present life which you need to understand is happening, right? You might be seeing that today there is lot of women empowerment happening. Women are coming out of their traditional stereotypical roles and trying to taking trying to take up all the kind of roles that we previously used to think only men used to do it. Now the energy of the universe is never constant, it changes, and now is the time where women come out and be the center stage. You have to understand that this is the moment and this is what is happening, and you have to understand that this is how the energy is playing out. You might be thinking that why women are behaving like this, why women are, this is the time, this is the energy that is coming, and the women will behave like this. And all these things, why it is happening energetically, have a astrological planetary foundation and a source. Today women will you will go to any place, and usually the leaders of the group, if it is a mixed group, men and women, you will see that always it used to be like 5 to 10 years back, 15 years back, always it used to be a guy who was raising his hand as a leader of the representative of the group. Now if it is a mixed group, it is going to be almost 30-40% that women, that girls will also raise their hand and say I will lead this group, which is a mixed group of women, boys and girls, but women will also come forward nowadays. You need to start understanding that this is happening now. Women's energy, feminine energy is in a very high rise in this particular Kali Yuga period, right? You are also going to see some predictions I'm going to make, okay, some very drastic predictions, so that you are able to understand how powerful woman is going to become in the coming future. It was a male centric society, it is going to become a women centric society, ecosystem, everything is going to become centered around women nowadays, right? There is going to be a time in the future when one male used to marry multiple females. Now one female will have multiple partners, and that will be called some other thing, that will be called some relationship or something. But one female having multiple partners will be something that we will be seeing in the future. One female having multiple male partners, and that is going to be a relationship, right? Because the times have changed, and this time the energy does not think about, okay, male in this thing, a female. Now the energy has shifted and it has become female, so the society is going to get shaped as per this new energy dynamic or new energy which is coming to earth, right? And now women are going to make major decisions about what is going to happen in life, in every sphere of uh, the community, right? Another thing that is going to happen is that it is going to progress slowly, but there could be a chance where men could be somewhere, who some people who will be in the houses, and women are going to be the higher breadwinner, or you can say, I would not say sole breadwinner very soon at this moment, but that is also happening nowadays. That in many houses, women are the breadwinners. It's not men. It's going to be women who are the breadwinners. Men are, at home doing the household chores or managing the household, and women are actually making way more money and setting everything in the house, right? Now this is all energy that is happening. This is not, do not think that this is just happening in your home or something, or this is the setup of your home. You have to understand that behind everything that is happening at multiple points in the world, or generally happening in most places, or generally occurring, or the frequency of something increasing, of women empowerment. You can see one more thing. I'll give you one more example. Women centric movies, women leadership movies, women strong characters in movies, women as the major character in many web series, in movies, is happening a lot nowadays. Everywhere the power of feminine is going to increase so much. You do not get confused about this fact, this part, that in award shows, the feminine, people, the ladies used to come and give awards. Okay, one day male is going to come. No, that's not going to happen very soon. Okay, that entire immediate shift is not going to happen. Energy plays out with time. There is a time factor involved with energy. Okay, it's not going to instantly just change into something else. It will take its time. You have to view it and assess it, and you have to know ki, bro, bhai, I know this is happening. See, if you do not understand what is happening around you, that means you are not playing the game of life. You are not interested in playing the game of life because you're not interested in understanding it. The game will play you. Okay, the game will play you. If you adapt and adjust yourself ki, okay, I understand that this is a women uh, power period. Okay, there are certain moments where you this understanding will help you to come down. Okay, you will be like, okay, this is okay, maybe let's be more adjusting to this new perspective, because so many of us are not adjusted to this new perspective, that among all the yogas, this yoga is a feminine centric yoga, feminine power yoga. We old souls, people who have orthodox beliefs, I especially, I had I had a lot of discomfort, misunderstanding. I used to play the generic stereotypical, okay, I'll do this, but then I used to get into confusion. I used to get into so much trouble. Why is this happening? I'll do it. It's my role. It's my the previous roles of men centric culture. I was a part of it. I grew up in it, and I did not know. But then there is a huge shift happening about women centric situations are coming. Women centric culture has not come. Women centric routine has not come. Women centric perspective or this thing has not come. Who is in the trouble? All those people who are not having conversations about it. Why I'm making this video? So that some people, not now, eventually with this particular understanding, program their head ki, are bhai, women are going to become the center stage. Women are presently in that energy is rising. When some people want their share of responsibilities, they want to some women wants to, okay, I'll take this decision, I'll do it, I'll this thing. Let them have it. If your stereotypical beliefs is not allowing them, or telling I'll take care of it, or because you're good, you have good intentions, but no, that is not going to work. They will become rebels, and it will imbalance, it will create confusion, it will create fights. You have to accept that this is a women centric, women power period. You have to allow them to have those power movements within your home, within classes. within any situation in general. You cannot be having, you have to change. This change in perspective has to come. This change in perspective is the main theme of this particular video which I'm trying to make. And there is one more important thing which I want to share. Okay, which is a very on the, I must say that it is on the, sort of like a um, darker side. I'm not happy that I became aware of it. You might not also be happy knowing it, that okay, that is the truth. That is definitely the truth. Sometimes truth is kadwa. This truth is the second part, not this part which I'm saying. The second part of what I'm, when I start, I'll tell you about it for sure. The second part is definitely kadwa. It is it's a hard hitting thing. Okay, let's come back. I'll tell the sad part. I have not even started it. I'll tell it to you when I start it. I'll tell you. Okay. Okay. So this women centric period has come. Change your perspective to it. Accept it, and get tuned to it. This is the new shift that has happened. Okay. So I'll just end it because I think I communicated my point. Okay. You have to do a lot of things uh, to set yourself to this new game period. Okay. The game of life, this is the thing, you have to understand it and play the game of life correctly now. Okay. You cannot whichever moment you try to overpower and try to place yourself correctly and sort of go against women power or women empowerment or women roles or women leaderships, there is a very good chance that you may win, but you will definitely lose. You may win, but you will definitely lose. This is not that time wherein you can say that this role is not fit for this. Even though, yeah, I want to say this one thing. Traditionally, in the past, or whatever logical sense it might make for a man to be at a particular position, physically, mentally, uh, a lot of things, like logically, rationally, whatever it might make proper sense for, that a woman is that a man is better at this field. But even though it is logically correct, life does not play fair. You have to understand this. Life plays what it has to play, and this time the center character is women. Whether the particular woman is rationally correct, logically fit, physically fit, physically correct to be at that particular role, emotionally intelligent or mature or emotionally balanced, no one is, nothing is going to, you know come into the way of women being sitting in that leadership role. This is one more important thing I want to tell you. Whether it is logically correct, that or not, there is nothing called fair thing and all happening in life. If it is their time, if it is a particular time for something to happen, it will happen. This is their time, it will happen. Whether the fundamental parameters of physicality, physical fitness, emotional fitness, roles, the tension, the work life balance. No, it's their time, it will happen. You have to know this. Okay, you have to allow them to play their power. You have to allow them to feel their power. For women, if you don't, it's going to be a big problem. It's going to be a big problems. Decision, okay, at homes, at offices, at discussions, at debates, you have to incline towards women empowerment, women power. You will be at a better chance of being correct at this for this particular period of time. Be correct. The correct thing is, at women, it's women's time. Okay. And you'll keep seeing it in hundreds of places, that the women doing this, the women doing that, the women this thing, that thing. Also, it is a very important time. If any very, I don't think any particular decision maker of a very high level will be seeing this. If the women are not brought up with the right values from a very young age, spiritually, and culturally, the whole world is going to suffer, because the future of the world, the future, okay, sorry, I don't know it's the future of the world and all. The future depends upon how women are. Men are not going to play any major roles and all those things. Women are going to decide how the future is going to be. Women are going to decide what is going to be in the future. If the women baby, I mean girl babies, the female babies, if they are brought up with a lot of cultural, spiritual and religious values, and a lot of values like dharmic values, right? If they're brought up with a lot of dharma as a foundation, right? And if their foundation is very is if their foundation is very correct, right, the future is going to be the best future, the best situation for everyone around us, yours, mine, that, because women is going to shape everything. If there is a woman, if there is a girl child, the that girl child will shape how the family is going to experience things. If there is a partner, a wife, if she is given or trained, or a lot of dharma is inculcated to her. Whenever it is, you can marry her and do a lot of and inculcate a lot of dharma to her. You can teach her a lot of dharmic things after marriage also, okay. And the more dharma or values comes, the direction of your life is going to be decided by her only, okay. Everything that you experience is going to be decided by her. This is something that is important, if you want to correct it, you better concentrate on the women around you, the girls around you, okay. And this will help in correcting a lot of things, or the game of life. It will help you to balance the game of life, okay. Because I try to tell, this is what it is, examples, and this is how we can correct it. That makes more sense, right, sometimes. And obviously you can do your own research and try to correct it, but the main thing is understand all this concept and utilize it in your game of life. Else it just it makes more sense and makes value for me. It makes more value for me and for you both. As you are seeing this, you have to use it. Else just seeing it just understanding, just knowing it is no use. You have to make sure that you use this particular insight into your life. That is important. That is very important. That's the point of this video as well. But yeah, coming to the second part, which is the sad part, you can definitely skip this video if you're not in that mood of seeing something which is hard and harsh, okay. You can definite this is definitely sort of that part of the video which is going to be a little bit more uh, sore. Okay, let's start with this. So basically, I had very very long time ago written one statement, okay, which I'm going to say it again. So basically, I had written one line, and I was doing some research, and I was always like this. So very long back, I had written one line in on LinkedIn, that if you are able to read this particular, I had written it, okay, and written it and posted it as a post. Like you see quotes, right? So just like that, I had written something and posted it on LinkedIn actually, and it on Instagram somewhere. So I had written, if you're reading this, then you're a failure. And what we have failed is that we have failed to get above the cycle of birth and death, and something along those lines, which I now forgot. The only thing I was able to remember was that this particular very interesting line is that if you're able to read this, then we have failed. That means if you're able to read this, what it means is, if you're born in this particular time period and if you're physically having eyes and able to read this, that means you're failed. The reason why I said this is that the foundation reason is, see, I used to always think whether the times are better now or whether the times were better previously. That means in the ancient times and all that, which time is actually better? Because if you actually see love, today's love is screwed up love. People are having partners and then going out and meeting someone else. People are having everything like money and property and a lot of things, and depressed, unhappy, sad, not satisfied. And so that is one thing. And sorry for the break, but yeah, um, the main theme here is that uh, the persons who are living this life right now, even though there is a lot of uh, too much is available to us right now, too much in terms of comfort and all those things. I remember I told you that your life is better than the king of maybe 100 and 150 years old back. But are people really happy? Most people, 95% of the people are neither happy neither satisfied, even though they have actually a lot more comparatively. See, lives are looking better but they're not good. People are not as happy. Love, the love where the way someone used to give their life just to spend few moments with someone, all this is not happening nowadays. The intensity of the bond between two people was so high in love that people used to give their life away. People used to write letters. There was so much of emotion. The emotions were so huge. Right nowadays, people are trying to use that emotion, play out that emotion, or without emotion also. Just with so many people, the life now, in comparison with what logic that I have, which I want to prove that today's life is not actually better. I know I didn't make sense. I'll just repeat this sentence again. So basically, older, ancient times, present time, which is better? There needs to be a particular statement or logic or something, some concept which proves that this is better or this is better. So a very hard and harsh insight or realization which helped me understand that we are living in a, or we're going to progressively live in a bad time. Why? So basically, why a bad time? Why are most of us, even though having so many things, still sad? This is the punishment of God. Okay. Why is this a punishment of God? Which Now, why is this a punishment of God? The thing is that in previous lifetimes, our karmas, our actions were not enough for us to pass what? The cycle of birth and death. If you don't pass, you are going to repeat the class again. Okay, if you repeat the class again, what God is trying to do is the class changes. Okay, and the class changes. Okay, and what basically is happening is, see, there is a particular person. Okay, I'm trying to give an example for you to understand. So he is in 8th standard. He's supposed to go to 9th standard. Now what happens is, his parents put him in one school, and in that school, that particular class had AC. Okay, so what happens is that guy failed. He's so embarrassed. Okay, so what his parents did him is put him to another school, but in this school the infrastructure was less. AC was not there, fan is there. He's repeating 8th again and starting and doing 8th class again. He failed again. He is very embarrassed by seeing everyone around and all the teachers. Okay, he cannot stay there. His parents decided him to put him in a third school. In this third school, there is third grade infrastructure. There is no fan. There is only big windows. Hmm. This guy failed again. Now he goes on to a fourth standard school, wherein there is only table. There is no, he cannot sit, he has to sit on the ground. There is only one table. The blackboard is half broken. There is no light, there is only one bulb. The infrastructure and the arrangement that is being made for a failure is decreasing continuously. When a person out of many yugas, many lifetimes, is not able to pass or is not able to come out of this cycle of birth and death and evolve and go to higher realms, or evolve and become better soul. You have to become a better soul, and better soul have better realms where the conditions are better, where the classes are having AC basically. So what happens is, since we failed so many times, the condition around us is very bad, and it will continuously keep going bad. Whatever emotional things are there, money, everyone is stressed about money. People had very less money back in that day, but we used to be so happy. People did not live the life that we are living, but they used to be happy. The love used to be so much more better, so much more pleasant. But the times have changed. See, the time will change according to suit the situation. Okay, so the times are changed to such a level that the love is not what it used to be. Then that is what how I caught that something is wrong. I used love because I can process emotional energy more. This is how I caught that हाँ कुछ तो गड़बड़ है, and this is how I got the particular answer. Then I came up with all this using astrology and a lot of other things as a foundation. I understood this. ठीक है. Why am I telling you this? Again, because you need to understand कि भाई, this is how the game of life is happening. This is the things in the game of life. I need to play it correctly. I'll tell you what to do also, so that we can live better lives even in this situation. That's also there, and that's a bonus. I don't know why I'm saying it's a bonus. I'm just trying to make it more interesting, but yeah. Um, you have to understand that this is what it is. That is why love has depreciated, because we have not been able to uh, pass or become higher at so many times that even God is giving us worst. Somehow, this particular situation is also a motivation for us to concentrate on what is to con- what we should concentrate on. We should concentrate on spirituality. We should concentrate on inner energy, lifting our energy, and becoming better souls, doing better karma, and all this. And God is trying to person who is in a miserable condition, like if the person the guy who went to the fourth class where there is no light got so embarrassed that he worked extra hard and then he passed, and now he's in ninth, but he's doing ninth in a better school. In this lifetime, we have to understand that we are in such bad times, that we are such bad souls, that we failed so many lifetimes, that this is this present age, this present time, which is such a bad time, wherein we it appears that we have so much, but everything is creating pain and dissatisfaction and unhappiness, right? This is important for you to understand, that this is what is happening around. If you are unaware of this, too distant from this, then you're just too distant to be playing this game of life correctly. You're getting this is important for you to figure this is very. I don't know how many people will be able to come till here watching this video for 34 or 35 minutes and understand this particular very important point. This is very this was this is very important to have this acceptance that okay, so many lifetimes I failed. That's why the everything around me, whether it's a relationship, it is causing mostly unhappiness, pain. The money, there is always unsatisfaction. Even if there is too much, there is still jealousy, or there is money, some problem will somehow creep up and come, because the time is very bad. The time will not allow whatever you have. If you have enough also, it will still cause some problems. Something or the other, you might be the best at it. The best also will will be having a problem. The worst will have problems. The anywhere, any, see, money, what if you have less, it will be problem. Little it will be problem, high also it will be problem only. Nothing is going to really give you, because if the person in the fourth grade class, wherever he sees, wherever he sits, he's still sitting on the ground. There is no light, there is no, matlab, sort of, the cold air is not there, the digital classroom is not there. It is going to be bad only. Whatever you, however you change your perspective, a person in a fourth grade classroom, fourth grade infrastructure classroom is going to feel bad only at the end of the day. We have to concentrate, focus. Now solution. Okay, you understood key. These are bad times, relationships, money, satisfaction, happiness, all these is an all time low. It appears to be at an all time high. It is false, pretending, fake. No one is happy and satisfied and calm and all those things. No, it's all fake, it's all false, it's all pretending. Whomever you think in your friend circle is like that, just go and ask them and sit with them and start talking. You'll find that everyone is hiding and having a lot of issues and their own challenges, and majorly 80% suffering. Okay, these times are like that, and as souls we deserve that, because we failed. Again, if you're seeing this video, just a little bit different from we failed. Yeah, we failed, and this chance is for us to understand and maybe pass for surely this time. How do we pass is the solution. So first thing is that we devote ourselves to understanding. I always I keep saying this, I'll say it again. We always we devote part of our time to understanding Vedic uh, books. Spend some time in understanding astrology, numerology, vastu. Try correcting our lives. Very importantly, most people will not want to do it. The previous things most people can do, which this one thing which I'm saying, mm, pray, meditate to God, and do yoga. Then put in your daily routine to feed animals and birds. Put in your daily routine to do some good karma for someone else. Do something, start living your life, or start devoting some part of your life for goodness of some other being. Living being. Feed a ant. Take sugar in your house, just go and put it around an ant nest. That will change your life. Why? Because you're feeding millions of living beings. What is millions? Those ants, they're feeding, that they take the sugar, and that one cube of sugar which you put, which is which is less than 1001, so this is like almost free. That is feeding hundreds and thousands of smaller baby ants. Yes, sugar droplets, if you put it in front, that is good karma. If you take one roti, give it to a cow, it'll give you good karma. If you take a little bit of your milk from the house or biscuits, give it to dogs, that is good karma. If you keep accumulating good karma, always the cosmic energies will start coming to you and guiding you in the correct way, so that ultimately your uh, soul gets the right kind of knowledge, gets the right kind of guidance, and you will go to a higher realm through guidance of some person who will come into your life. So in your daily routine, you need to do something which is doing good karma. If you cannot do anything for with using money, just water plants. Take water, put it on plants. That is also good karma. And plants are very conscious. They know who you are. They will bless you, and that blessing will create good karma. Feed crows, feed birds. I personally get a huge amount of satisfaction from feeding birds. I don't know why. I feed cows, I feed dogs, I fed a cat. My soul just gets too satisfied when I feed crows, when I feed birds. And I don't know why I feel that the birds have some interconnection with, Pitra, our ancestors, in many religions other than our religion, which is Hinduism. So I don't know, but something like this. You might find yours. Just it's not about money. Don't start donating 10,000 rupees and thinking that, okay, I've done a big thing. No, you have to actively from your hands, with your sparsh, they say, with your energy signature. If you touch something, it has your energy signature on that particular item. With your energy signature, which you have touched from your hands, feed daily, feed ants, feed, dogs. And when you're feeding them, just be at that moment. Don't think too many things. Just, okay, I'm feeding. Just think that, okay, this is what I'm doing for myself, to get myself good karma. Be selfish. It's selfish. Do something selfishly, but do it correctly. Do the good thing selfishly. Be selfish. There's no problem, but do good things selfishly. Be selfish for to accumulate good karma. Be selfish that, okay, I'll try to live a right life for myself, for my correct ascension, and for the correct ascension of my soul. Hmm. So, but if you live, if you even, okay, see, these are bad times, okay, but if the karma around you starts becoming more and more and more and more good, there is a very good chance that your life's parameters, like happiness, all these things will keep getting better. Your happiness, things will stabilize, and it will push you towards spending more time into spirituality and all those things, or whatever. But see, important thing is, do good karma. That is, and concentrate on passing in this class. You are sitting, studying. I'm your friend, I'm your classmate, and we are studying together. I'm sharing something to you. You share something to me when you can, about this life, and let us pass this time. This is a conversation between two people who failed. So that guy who failed, yeah, that's me, and you're my classmate, and we are discussing that this time let's do something. Then let's start planning, and let's probably pass this time. Okay? So sorry, this was a bit intense, the second part of it, and इस बार पास करते हैं. Okay, so bye, wishing you the best. I always get so motivated with your likes and comments. If you feel anything, if you like it, please like it. Comment, comment your feelings, share your feelings, and keep thinking about this and keep improving. Bye bye.